Film projector wide aerial shot of endless golden desert, the horizon shimmering in the heat. Slowly, the camera tilts downward to reveal a lone figure standing upon the sand. The music swells, a haunting blend of strings and deep drums. Microphone narrator, deep, commanding tone. There are moments in history when a single man dares to reshape the destiny of a nation, to break with tradition, to silence God's worship for thousands of years, to build a new world upon nothing but belief. In the heart of Egypt's golden sands, one pharaoh attempted just that. His name was Akhenaten. His dream was Aten. His city was Akhetaten. Today, we call it Amarna. The unlikely pharaoh. Film projector fade to relief carvings of Akhenaten, his elongated face and soft features lit by a single shaft of sunlight in a dark chamber. Microphone narrator. When Akhenaten ascended the throne around 1353 BC, Egypt was the most powerful empire on earth. Its temples gleamed with gold, its armies marched across distant lands, and its gods were worshipped in every village and home. At the center of it all stood Amun, lord of Thebes, whose priesthood commanded wealth and power rivaling Pharaoh himself. But Akhenaten was not like the kings before him. His vision was unlike anything Egypt had ever seen, or would ever see again. Film projector cut to an actor reenacting a young Akhenaten, gazing upward at the blazing sun in a cloudless Egyptian sky. Microphone, he looked not to Amun, Osiris, or Ra, but to a single force above all, the Aten, the disk of the sun, giver of life, source of creation. Where others saw gods in temples and statues, Akhenaten saw divinity in light itself. The birth of a radical idea. Film projector montage. Thebes at its height, towering pylons, priests chanting, worshippers carrying offerings into dark sanctuaries. Microphone narrator. For millennia, Egyptians worshipped in shadowed halls, the air thick with incense, gods hidden behind veils of secrecy. The divine was shrouded in mystery, distant, unknowable. Akhenaten would shatter this. He declared that the Aten was not a god of mystery, but of light, not hidden in shadows, but revealed openly, in the sky above all. He proclaimed that the Aten alone was worthy of worship. No other god could compare. And with this declaration, he set in motion the greatest religious revolution in Egypt's history. Film projected dramatic shot of hieroglyphs being carved, the word Amun violently chiseled out, replaced with Aten's glowing sun disk. The promise of Akhetaten. Film projector artists' reconstructions of Amarna, wide streets, open temples with no roofs, sunlight pouring over offering tables, palaces gleaming white against golden sand. Microphone narrator. Akhetaten was unlike any city Egypt had ever seen. Its temples were roofless, open to the sky, flooded with sunlight. Its streets were wide, lined with villas and palaces. Its art was strange and beautiful, breaking centuries of tradition. Akhenaten promised, the Aten would shine freely, and all would live in the warmth of its rays. Film projector visuals of Akhenaten and Nefertiti, shown tenderly with their daughters under the Aten's hands. Microphone. This was no city of shadows and mystery. This was a city of light. The Enigma begins. Film projector pan across ruins of Amarna today. Broken stones, half-buried walls, empty desert silence. Microphone narrator. Yet Akhetaten did not endure. Within a generation, it was abandoned. Its temples fell silent. Its palaces turned to dust, its very name cursed and erased. For 3,000 years, the sands kept it secret. Only in modern times would its ruins speak again. Film projector slow zoom on Aten carving in stone, rays ending in tiny hands offering the yank. Microphone. Why did Akhenaten build Amarna? What was it like to live in this city of belief? And why did it fall so quickly? The answers lie in the story of a pharaoh who dreamed of light and left behind only shadows. Egypt before Akhenaten. Film projector opening shot. The towering temples of Karnak and Luxor, massive stone pylons, colossal statues, priests leading long processions of worshippers into dark sanctuaries. Microphone narrator. To understand Akhenaten's revolution, we must first understand the world he inherited. Egypt, in the mid-14th century BC, stood at the height of its power. Its armies had marched to Syria and Nubia. Its wealth poured in from trade and tribute. The rise of Amenhotep IV. Film projector transition to coronation reenactment. A young Amenhotep IV seated on a golden throne, priest placing the double crown upon his head. Microphone narrator. It was into this world that a young prince named Amenhotep IV ascended the throne. He was the son of Amenhotep III, one of Egypt's greatest kings, who had ruled for nearly 4 decades of peace and prosperity. But while his father upheld tradition, the young pharaoh would abandon it. Film projector shot of Amenhotep IV gazing upward at the sun. Microphone from the beginning. Amenhotep IV seemed different. His body was depicted in strange ways: elongated face, narrow limbs, wide hips. Some believe this was a medical condition. Others think it was deliberate symbolism, breaking the rigid ideal of Egyptian kingship. Whatever the reason, the art reflected a king who refused to be bound by tradition. Film projector fade to reliefs showing Aten's sun disk, rays ending in tiny hands holding ankhs. Microphone. Even in his earliest years, the young pharaoh began to favor one god above all others, the Aten. Depicted not as a man, not as an animal, but as the radiant sun itself. For Amenhotep IV, Aten was not one god among many. Aten was life itself. The War on Amun. Film projector dramatic montage. Priests of Amun in dark temples, offerings piled high, golden statues gleaming. Microphone narrator. The cult of Amun had grown too powerful. Its priests controlled vast estates, commanded armies of workers, and filled their treasuries with wealth. Some historians believe Amenhotep IV feared their influence. Others think he truly believed Aten alone was supreme. Whatever the reason, the pharaoh declared war, not with armies, but with words. Film projector close-up. The name Amun being violently chiseled out from temple inscriptions. Microphone across Egypt. The name of Amun was hacked out of monuments. His statues were defaced. His temples were left to decay. Even the word gods was replaced with God, Aten. Film projector shot of workers hammering over inscriptions, erasing Amun's cartouche. Microphone. It was not just blasphemy. It was heresy. A heresy imposed by Pharaoh himself. Atenism revealed. Film projector bright sunlight fills the screen. Cut to scenes of open-air worship, priests standing in wide courtyards, no roof above them, rays of sunlight falling directly on offering tables. Microphone narrator. Atenism was unlike any religion Egypt had known. There were no hidden statues, no secret rituals in dark chambers. Aten was visible to all, shining in the sky. His temples were open to the heavens, flooded with light. Offerings were placed directly beneath the sun. Worship was public, unhidden, direct. Film projector reliefs showing Akhenaten, Nefertiti, and their daughters receiving Aten's rays. Microphone. And at the center of it all was not the people, but Pharaoh. Akhenaten declared himself the son and prophet of Aten. The people could not pray directly to Aten, only through the king and